Hi, this is Sherry. I am going to add a blog post on a WordPress website. This is made with Divi theme, and this is the dashboard. Over here on the left, the part that says posts here, you could either do add new here, or you could just click posts. Posts will show you a listing of all the articles that you have on your blog. You can either do add new over here, or this little button up here to make a new one. I'm going to put the title of the article up here. Alright, and then I'm going to paste in the content of the article, the wording from a Word doc that I have here. And I'm going to actually publish this right now so that I can go to the live page and refresh that and see what it looks like as is, so I know what kinds of edits that I want to make. Alright, there's no image yet that we have added, so there's no image showing here. I'm going to click this, and this will open it up. Now currently we have more space than we want underneath each of the numbers, so I'm going to want to close that space up. The TH here on December 25th, I don't want this way up there, so I'm going to change that. And these, there are two verses that are being referenced that if you click them, they're a link, and they're going to an external website, but they're opening in the same tab. And that some people want them to open in new tabs when they go to external websites, so I'm going to show you how to make it open in a new tab. If you make it open in the same tab, then they can just use the back button to get back, which some people prefer that. So that is, I think, the main list of changes I'm going to work on right now. So we'll go back here. I'm going to click there, and I'm going to backspace to take out these spaces underneath the numbers. And then I'm going to go to the 25th here. I'm going to delete that TH and add another one into here. And then the other thing I talked about was that clicking this link that's already in here, I'm going to edit it by clicking that. And then I'm going to the gear here, the link options, I'm going to click that. And then tick the little box here that says open in a new tab, and then update. I'm going to click on the other link here. I'm going to do the same thing. Select Edit, go to the link options, click that, tick Open in a new tab, and then Update. Alright, now those are the changes that I talked about. So I'm going to go ahead and update, and we'll see what these look like on the live page. Alright. That closed up the spaces between the numbers here. And we took the 25th, came out smaller, and we'll check one of these links here and see that it's opening in a new tab, which you kind of can't tell because I'm not showing the tabs at the top, but it is. Okay, now what we're going to do is add an image in here. I'm going to click right before the first of the first word here, and I'm going to click Add Media. Now I have an image here that I already made web ready. For some reason it's not showing up there, so just to be on the safe side, I'm going to actually re-upload it here so I can show you that process anyways. Unselect that and go ahead and load this up. Now, I actually am going to take this, I'm going to copy this title. What you want for search engine optimization, for being found, being relevant, and if images don't show in some kind of way, you want for there to be relevant either title, but definitely the alt text here to be relevant to the article and or to the website. So this string of numbers has nothing to do with the article, so that will not, this is just from the stock image information, so we don't really need that. We don't want that on there. We don't want that to show on the page, those wording. So I copied this part that I had named the picture, and I'm going to paste that in as what's called the alt text, which is the alternative text. I'm actually going to put the name of the article on here too. And I'll show you what happens with the title. If you want to add a title, I'll show you how that becomes relevant. So we'll click down here, insert into post. Now it's going to show up over here. Now, in this case, I click on the image and it brings up these formatting options here. This is aligning it to the left with text over to the right of it. If I did align center, that would bring it above it. Align right, the text is going to be over to the left of it. And that's the way I actually want to have this one present, so I'm going to leave it there. And then I'm actually also going to go down here where it says featured image. I'm going to select a featured image, which is going to be the same image that I just added in here. And I'm going to set featured image with that. So now if I update, we'll see what changes that brings here. If I go back to the blog, the main blog page, since we just selected a featured image, you will see it here on the article. Now if I click this, I come to the article and we see the image here as we formatted it. When you hover over this image, the fact that I put that title text, it should bring up the name of the article, which I put in there as title, which for some reason is not coming up right now, but it could be something to do with, this is hosted on GoDaddy, and GoDaddy is currently updating their system, so if you see any delays or anything in it, that's probably, it's supposed to be a lot faster in a couple of days, but currently it's being a little glitchy, a little slow. So anyways, when you hover over this, when it's kicking in, it will say away for the holidays because I put that in as title. Now I'm going to actually go back and show you one more thing on this page. I'm going to show you how to add categories. I don't want it to be considered uncategorized, so I'm going to uncheck that box. If I wanted to add any new categories, I could do that here, but I'm not going to do that because there are actually relevant categories to this subject of this article, which is being away for the holidays. It has to do with single fathers and their children and things like this. So I'm actually going to select one of the categories that I already have in here, Christmas, and leave it as the main primary category. It'll pop up as primary in a minute when I click another one. Let me see here. If I pick fatherhood, see, it'll then say, do you want to make fatherhood primary, which I don't. I want to leave it as Christmas. And I will go down this list, and I'm going to select which holidays, which categories are relevant to this article. And you do want to make sure that you are selecting categories that actually are relevant, because otherwise Google and so forth become not very happy, and they're not relevant when somebody goes to select a category on the website. You want it to be correct, or people that are using the site won't be too happy either. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and update, and that will save those categories for this article. And that is about it. Hopefully that will be helpful to you. Thank you. Bye.